This is Countdown to Kickoff, where we show you games, players, or teams in program history on the road to opening kickoff. Next on the list, number 22, JAIYA Figueras Reuben Droughns. Behind every great moment or movement in history, there's always a force that pushes those to make it. We all know Kenny Wheaton changed the course of Oregon football history in 1994, but that force behind Kenny was his roommate, JAIYA Figueras. Figueras was a fellow defensive back out of Los Angeles, in the same talented group that Kenny and the rest of the recruiting class was. Figueras was the ultimate shock to the Oregon system with his leadership. Kenny himself said, "I truly believe that JAIYA was the reason the Oregon program turned the corner. He motivated everyone to want to be better." Outclassing and playing harder than the upperclassmen on the team, Figueras convinced Kenny and the rest that they will work hard and play harder despite the judgment, instead of the malaise that took over the upperclassmen. He wanted to change the culture, to not accept losing, but most of all, not accept not competing. It was also JAIYA who got the tape on Washington in 1994, which Kenny and he studied in their dorm room, leading to the pick. Reuben Droughns was the unstoppable force that pushes the immovable object. After being the nation's leading rusher in JUCO in 1997, he joined the Ducks in '98, lining up behind Akili Smith, making a blistering debut in that season opener Michigan State game, running for 202 yards. He would reach 200 yards 2 more times in the '98 season. However, his most impressive game was against UCLA. Droughns ran for 172 yards that game, but he had broken his fibula in the fourth quarter and still played the rest of that game. Unfortunately, Droughns was one of those key injuries deflating Oregon's high hopes that year, as his broken legs took him out for the rest of the year. Oregon would go on to lose that game in overtime, the first loss of the season, in late October. However, Droughns returned to the field in '99 and didn't miss a step, making first team All Pac-10 and had 3 200-yard rushing games like the season before. He was drafted in the 3rd round to Detroit in the 2000 draft. He would go on to spend 8 years in the league, becoming a Super Bowl champion as part of the Giants during their legendary upset win in Super Bowl 42.